Oh, that's wonderful.
I'm holding it, yeah.
I'm packing up, getting ready to leave for the last time this year. We have about a 3-hour drive home, and then we'll be there for a few months. I have lots of things I want to do to the RV. I have lots of things I want to do to my motorcycle as well to get that ready for next year. So, and I have to get my motorcycle license on top of all that. So, lots of journeys to come still. So let's get to it. But first, let's see if this tractor can beat this Bronco in a tug of war.
Ready? Go! Oh, he's gonna flip the freaking tractor.
And now it's time to get my motorcycle license in the cold, wet rain. I passed, by the way. Thank God. And then Beans and I got to enjoy the yard and the nice weather before we got hit with a ton of snow. I have an obstacle. And then it was time to get to work on the bike. First things first, let's get rid of these nasty grips. Much better. So I have my bike all torn apart, getting ready to be painted. There's a few more things I have to do to it. I just bought this battery tender. I'm gonna hook that up because the previous owner had a connector for it, so I figured I might as well just use that and make sure the battery's all good. I was having an oil leak, but I think it's fixed. It's pretty dry under there, and there's no spots, no new spots anyway, of oil. The one last thing I need to fix is the speedometer is not working, and I suspect that it is a faulty gear in there. And yesterday, let's hope that my remedy is still good. I fixed my throttle, so let's see. Oh, perfect. I don't know if you can see that, but it's snapping back like it should. I just had to take this cover off and shoot a little bit of WD-40 up in there, and it was fixed. So I've done actually quite a bit of work to this thing, and it's been pretty easy. I replaced the air filter yesterday as well. Hopefully that'll work. It's a completely different air filter than was on there. And I just bought this new tool set that I ordered a new bag for because the bag is ripped already, and I mean I ripped it, but it's just kind of crap. I had to fix the headlights because they weren't working, and the tail lights weren't working. They were working when the brakes were on, but they weren't working when the headlights were on, so now that's fixed. So yeah, basically the only thing I have left to fix now that this oil leak is not a thing apparently, hopefully, is the speedometer. And I could probably live without it, but I don't want to. All right, so I took the front wheel off and discovered that is missing these two broken pieces. They just came out when I pulled this off. So I think I can order that gear and then I should be able to put it all together and it should work. I hope. I'm not sure why they sheared like that, but hopefully putting it together will make it work again. So these are all the parts to my bike, sanded and ready to be primed. All right, so my motorcycle pieces have been coated with one coat of primer. Letting them cure. And then, not too long after that, tank's painted. So are the sides and the rear. I think he said he was gonna do a little bit more on that. All right, I finally got everything back from paint. It's looking pretty good. So now, the next thing to do is put it on the bike. So after installing the petcock and struggling to put the grommets on for about an hour, the tank was finally ready to be installed. Okay, now we put side panels on. And after not struggling at all to get the seat in place, and then realizing that I definitely had all the other parts in the correct location, it was ready for some gas. And a test start. All right. First time this thing's been attempted to start in over a month. So let's see. And the vacuum line to the petcock was on the wrong outlet. So after struggling to put that in the right spot, I took it for a few laps around the yard. Working. Right up to town and fill it up with gas. Well, let me put decals on still. Alright, so the last thing I need to do is put these decals on. And there actually is pinstripes that go on the tank, on this, and then on the little rear part, but I'm gonna hold off on doing them for now. So I'm just gonna put these ones that say it's Nighthawk 450 on, because I think they'll look pretty cool. And we'll call it a bike. And then I'm gonna go for a ride, even though it's really cold today. So I have my soapy water, I have a ruler, I have some paint tape that I'm a little hesitant to use, and a squeegee. So, it's the first time I've ever done a decal. Let's see how it goes. How hard could it be? Looks pretty good. And now, the real hard part. Oh! Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's so awesome. Thanks for doing that. Don't worry. I'm sure you'll put it back perfectly. See? It's cold out, so let's bundle up, starting with a layer of wool undergarments, and another layer on top of that. Can't forget the earplugs. Now the leather jacket and balaclava. And 2 pairs of gloves later, I was ready to ride. It was 30 degrees out, by the way. And so my first ride began. But first, I needed to get gas. See this orange cone? This usually means the pump is out of order, but I didn't see it until I started reviewing the footage. So, let the confusion begin. And after failing not once but twice, I decided I was doing something wrong and I needed to do some research on how to fill my tank, and just began my ride. But after going just 5 miles, my hands were starting to go numb, so I turned around and went home. With the test ride under my belt and everything successful, it was time to work on the motorcycle carrier. So this is the motorcycle carrier that I got. My dad added these boards here to hopefully prop up the motorcycle while I can get around it and tie it down. And we added these 1, 2 support beams that are attached to the frame via those 2 bolts. So I had to drill the holes through the beams and then through the frame and then bolt them up. No, don't worry about that. But now he wants me to put a bolt going the other way in there because he says it's a little too flexible, which I'm not looking forward to. And then I have to put some bolts down through here to keep it in place on the carrier. All right, so this thing is finally done. Put these 2 bolts going into this, now right there, and then added the bolt going sideways. That with this thing locking up against the hitch mount. This thing is never going to move, or at least I hope not. If it does, we have serious engineering problems. Physics doesn't work.
Are you ready? Yeah, I'd like to have a strap somewhere though. Here. Well, have it just nearby, right? Humor me. standing beside it or something? Back, or you want to roll it in? I'm holding it, yeah.
And of course, my starter decided to give up right there. And after a few minutes of diagnosing, we finally got it up and started tying it down. So it's the Saturday before the Sunday where I'm slated to leave. And my plan was to go to Southern States and get some propane and get a few things to tie down the bike a little bit better and then go grocery shopping, but it is currently snowing. I think it's gonna stop soon, but I don't know that I wanna take the RV out in the snow. So plans may change a little bit. All right, that's it for this. That's all I did while I was at home over winter break. Make sure to tune in next week to see where we head first. Thanks for sticking around and subscribe if you want to see more. And until next time, stay excellent.